Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we're working on a 2010. It's a, what the hell is it? Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we're working on a 2010. It's a Mazda 3, and we're going to be changing the fan belts. Now, I don't know if you know, but these Mazdas are a little bit of pain in the rear end to change the belts. The one belt comes off real easy, just like a normal fan belt. The other one is a stretch belt. It's a stretch to fit. They're a little bit more difficult. So let me take you up front. I'm going to show you how to take the regular belt off first, and then I'm going to show you how to replace that stretch belt. So let's go up front, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, and the way you remove this belt is you just put your tool up on the top here. It's a 14mm wrench. You pry the belt back a little bit, and then you reach down and you're going to take the belt off on the alternator. Just release the belt and then let the wrench come back. And then we'll just take this and we'll just lay this belt down there for now. And now we're going to go down the bottom. We're going to take the other belt off and we'll continue. What I find the easiest thing to do is to take this cover out of the way so you can get up in here. So you're just going to take out these 10mm bolts in here. Off, and that exposes the stretch belt here. Now the only way to get a stretch belt off is you got to get in there with your trusty knife and cut it off. That's the only way to get a stretch belt off of a car. So cut the belt off. Obviously take it out of the way. And now we can take this other belt off that's up above it, like this. Alright? So let me grab the new belts and we'll put it back together. I just want to point this out. Before you put the belt back on, measure it up, make sure it's the exact same size, because you're going to put this belt up in there and you're going to put the other belt on over it. If this is the wrong belt, you'll be cutting that belt off again. Alright, so that's the same one. And for now, we're just going to take this and we're going to put it up out of our way. And we're going to come back to this later on. Now we'll lower the car down and we'll put that belt back on from the top. Okay, now we're going to put that belt Alright, now we're going to catch that belt back in there where it belongs. Remember, you drew a picture of it, so you should have no problem with getting it back on. But if you do have a problem, you can look online. So we're going to lay the belt back in there the way it's supposed to be first. And I'll show you this in a minute. Now you're going to have a problem if you try to get in here and you pry this the way it sits right here now, you're not going to get it back on. So what you got to do is you got to get it up around the tensioner pulley here first, up on the top here, and then we're going to take it off on the alternator or the water pump. All right, so now, I'm going to take it off of the alternator, and I'm going to hold it with my hand so it doesn't fall all the way down. I'm going to put it around the top like this. I hope you can see that. And now I'm going to pry on this, and I'm going to slide it onto the alternator at the same time down the bottom while I push. I'm going to show you why I got to do it this way. The reason you have to do it like that is because you see down the bottom down there, the alternator and the water pump. If you had this up against here, you would never be able to pry it and slide the belt over the top. So get the belt on the top here first, then you take it off of the alternator while your hand is down in here like this. You hold the belt, then you pry on this, and you slide the belt back on. All right, make sure that your fan belt is on the pulleys correctly, which, as you can see down there, they are. Next thing we're going to do is lift it back up, and let's put that stretch belt back on there. Okay, now, they do make a special tool to install that belt, but this special tool is a pain in the rear end to use because it gets in the way. So I'm going to show you how to do it without that tool. What we're going to use is some zip ties like this. All right, so let me show you how to do that. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put your belt around your AC compressor and push it all the way in where it belongs. You may have to turn it to get it in there. I'll show you once I got it in. And then you get the belt. Alright, you get the belt on the compressor where it belongs. Like that. And we just get this up here like that, and then we're going to get in here with that tool. Push this up in there like that. Put the zip tie. On here like this. I'll show you. Let me get it set and I'll show you. Alright, you see the zip tie is on there like that. Now we're going to take a ratchet and put it on that pulley. And then we're going to rotate the engine and push the belt in at the same time, without catching your fingers, of course. Okay, once the belt snaps down in place like that, then you just come up here and you cut the strap off, and then you just pull it out of the way. Take our stuff off like this. Make sure your belt is on the grooves the way it belongs. And that's it. We're all set. All right, I will tell you this belt is a pain in the rear end to do. It is a pain in the, you know what. But just take your time and you should be fine. Now when you're rotating it, make sure you push the belt in so it doesn't pull off of this pulley here at the same time. That's it. We're out the door. All right, any questions or comments, you drop me a line. Be more than happy to talk to anybody about anything. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And needless to say, we are going to put that cover back on, and we'll wrap it up.